Okay. I would ask that you join me in saluting our flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Notices of this meeting has been provided through resolution adopted by the mayor and council on December 16, 2024, at its regular meeting of the mayor and town council at the Boonton Town Hall, 100 Washington Street, Boonton, New Jersey, and by electronic mailing to the citizens of Morris County in the Daily Record newspapers, through posting on the town website and by filing a copy of the same with the town clerk. Members of the public were also permitted to submit written comments prior to the meeting via mail or email, which may be summarized or read in their entirety during the public comment period. All public comments, whether during the public portion of the meeting or submitted beforehand, shall be limited to no greater than 3 minutes in duration. Correspondence. We have a piece of correspondence from former council member Alexis Minson resigning, basically. Oh, roll call. I'm sorry.
Mr. Wakilski?
I'm out of sorts today.
Mr. Wakilski?
Here.
Mr. Meehan?
Here.
Ms. DiVenezia?
Here.
Mr. Hetrick?
Here.
Mr. Murray?
Here.
Mr. Balin?
Here.
Mr. Wiseman?
Here.
Mr. Lynch?
Here.
Mr. Semrau?
Here.
Mr. Henry?
Here.
Ms. Boswich is here.
Okay, let's try this again. We have a piece of correspondence from Councilmember Alexis Minson, who resigned at our last meeting. This is basically confirming her resignation in writing. I don't know if it's necessary to read it, but I would call for a motion to accept this with regret.
So moved, Weissman.
Second, Kilsky.
All in favor?
Aye.
Just some information, because it just
Sure.
for a town council discussion on that, just to say that I didn't get to say it last time, but just to thank Councilmember Minson. It's been really a pleasure to serve with her as a fellow Ward 4 council member. I know tonight we're going to be appointing somebody new. I'm looking forward to that spirit of cooperation, bipartisanship, which is too rare in the world today, and working together for the benefit of the Ward 4, for whoever that person happens to be.
Yeah, I
That
sincerely
Alexis demonstrated clearly.
I sincerely meant regret. I thought she was an asset.
Yep, me too.
And thank you for those comments. Fourth Ward Council Member appointment. Fourth Ward Council Member appointment to fill the vacancy. 3 candidates' names have been properly submitted by the Boonton County Committee to the town clerk. William Neely, Assad Ullah, and Michael Wade.
I nominate William Neely.
Second.
Any other nominations?
Well, I had a question, which is in past
Sure.
practice as we were, as we replace members as they step away for resignation. We've always been offered the opportunity to interview the candidates. I see there's only one candidate here. So I'm assuming that the other two may not actually truly be interested, but I would like the opportunity to ask Mr. Neely a question if that's
Is that required, council?
There's,
not required, but
yeah,
I'm asking if it's permitted.
yeah, there's no requirement as to how you want to proceed with this. It's left open to the law. And, you know, in the past, we've seen sometimes people put their names down, then they don't want it, things of that nature. So it's really at the discretion of the council how you want to proceed tonight.
I prefer to go to a vote. Roll call?
Okay. Mr. Balin?
Yes.
Ms. DiVenezia?
Yes, and I look forward to getting to know Mr. Neely better in the future.
Mr. Hetrick?
Yes.
Mr. Meehan?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Mr. Weissman?
Yes.
Mr. Wakilski?
Yes.
And Mayor Lynch?
Yes. Now Liz will go on that vote.
Quick, huh?
Before you change your mind.
Well, when Jim's mayor, yeah, that quick.
That sign?
Sorry?
I heard the door lock behind me. That's the sign.
Read the fine print.
There's gonna be handcuffs on the chair.
Sure.
I, William Neely,
I, William Neely,
solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will impartially and justly
that I will impartially and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the
of the office of Fourth Ward Council Member
of the office of Fourth Ward Council Member
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome, Bill.
Congratulations.
I went to high school when you your system, so they can attest. And Mark. John, right.
Krishna, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now I got someone else.
Yeah.
Doesn't.
Not everything's true, they're gonna tell you.
I'm sure, but definitely that I'm like. But you know, they make you vote for labor parking.
All the time, go ahead.
All right, moving on. Move on to our various committee reports, starting with our administrator, Neil Henry.
Thank you, Mayor. In addition to what is on your agenda for this evening, the following key items have been addressed by the Administrator's Office since the July 21st council meeting. I met with the town engineer and the town attorney to start preparing for the easement with the Boonton Housing Authority at their property on Chestnut Street. I redistributed an RFP for a pay-to-park system for all public parking spaces. Those final proposals are due back by August 20th. There has been some real solid interest from those who are planning on submitting a proposal. Also issued a proposal for our IT services that's due back on September 3rd, and I'm presently working on issuing an RFP for competitive contract on janitorial services. Had a meeting with our town auditors to review the 2024 audit. We will be reviewing those comments with the Finance Committee in an upcoming meeting of that group. I met along with the mayor with representatives of Boonton Township to commence negotiations on a new agreement to supply them with water. The current 10-year agreement is set to expire later this month. Enforcement of the trash code continues to date for the month of August. We have issued 4 summonses and 5 warning tags. That number has gone down considerably over June and July. Our code enforcement people believe that folks out there are finally getting the message. And then work continues on numerous matters relating to personnel and or litigation. And that completes my report for this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Henry. Any comments or questions for Mr. Henry?
Just one, Neil, do we have an estimate of when the audit will be presented to the full council? I know we'll go to the Finance Committee first.
Well, I want to talk about that in the Finance Committee. Do we want to bring the auditor in, or do we want to talk about it first and then?
Okay.
So my goal was to talk to the Finance Committee and then decide if we want to bring Dieter in.
Okay. Seeing no other comments, we'll move on to DPW. Councilmember Balin.
Thank you, Mayor. The DPW committee met July 28th. I was not in attendance at that meeting. Neil can fill in on conclusions, I would ask from that meeting, but some hot items from the agenda. Update on Main Street garbage, issues we've been having with Main Street garbage collection. Well, rather not the collection, but the use of those trash cans. Some initiatives to follow up on some initiatives by Councilmember Hetrick, the textile clothing bin, follow up on trail erosion, which I'm sure if there's some significant news there, we'd all love to hear it. So those are some of the items from the agenda. I'd ask any questions be directed to the administrator, and Neil, if there's anything you feel that you need to add, please do so.
I think I'm good for now.
Any comments or questions for Councilmember Henry? Seeing none, we'll move on to Finance Personnel. and Administration, Councilmember Weissman.
Yeah, I think Councilmember Henry covered a good chunk of it. I guess the only thing I would add is that conversations are continuing around the next step regarding engineering services for the town. We've had some really good and I think productive conversations around in that area. And otherwise, Administrator Henry covered everything else.
Thank you. Any comments or questions for Councilmember Weissman? Seeing none, we'll move on to the Police Committee. Councilmember Meehan.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everybody. The Police Committee committee met last Monday, August 11th. August 11th. It was Tuesday, sorry. And we spoke about staffing. We're reevaluating the org chart, as well as one of the primary issues regarding staffing is the officer that's going to be in the schools. We're continuing the background work. So once all the background checks have been completed, we should have that person in place. We spoke about speeding on Oak Street. We're looking to increase signage. There has been increased police presence. One of the items that we discussed is that there's actually a change in speed between Boonton Township and the town of Boonton. It actually changes from 35 to 25. So we think that might be playing a little bit of role in some of the speeding. So we're going to speak with Boonton Township and see if we can just discuss better ways to handle that changeover of speed. Lastly, we spoke about Main Street, specifically parking. There's a lot of concerns of people parking in the yellow striped area, so we're looking to tighten that up a little bit. There's been talk about maybe doing safety sticks. We're going to do some increased presence on the message board. And along those lines with the Main Street and the capital improvements by the police committee is going to be the camera review. We're going to be making sure all the cameras are up and running. They're placed where they should be. So that's ongoing and looking to see that come to fruition. And those cameras all not only for Main Street, but also include places like Canal Side Park and Pepe Park. So we're really interested in monitoring the activities that are going on. And that's all I have to report. Thank you.
Thank you. Any comments or questions?
Yeah, just one comment. Thank you, Councilmember Meehan, about the comments about Oak Street. I think part of the issue, just as you're continuing those conversations from, as I've been talking to residents up in that area, is that where there are rumble strips that have gotten worn away. I'm not sure if those have gotten replaced or built back up yet.
They were replaced. and
They
then
were,
worn
okay.
away again.
That's what I thought. Yeah, okay. I noticed they were a little smoother than I thought they should be when I was up there. And then there's signage, but it's at the bottom of the hill after you come through into Boonton from Boonton Township. And I think moving that signage closer to the border towards the top of that hill is something that I think would make a big impact. But I appreciate the attention to this.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Moving on to Recreation, Councilmember Meehan.
And I'm back. The Recreation Committee met on Tuesday, August 12th. Director Pryor's proudly to announce that camp has ended for the summer. It was a great success, and she's already getting ready for next year. So registration may be open very shortly, probably in the next month or so. So camp just never ends. On August 23rd, we're having a town-wide garage sale. Hopefully maps should be ready by Friday. They'll be located at Town Hall if you want to pick those up. Power Wheel Racing registration will be open through the end of the week. That's going to take place on September 8th at Canal Side Park. And our drive-in, we had such a successful drive-in last month with Grease that we're doing it again. The movie Footloose will be played on September 20th at 7 p.m. at the Boonton High School. And then lastly, talking about Boonton Day. That's scheduled for September 28th. Always a big day on Main Street, so hopefully everyone come out and have a good time. And that's all I have to report.
Jake, since the garage sale is a joint effort with the Green Team, do you want to make any comments on that?
Sure. Yeah. I believe the map is up and then it will continue to be updated. And I can get you guys, whoever's interested, a link to that map. It will continue to be updated until the morning of. So if anyone still is looking to register, you register on the rec desk and we will add you onto that map. We can also provide resources for recommendations on places to contact for if something doesn't sell at the garage sale and you want to get rid of it. There are places you can donate it, people who will pick it up, and we will help you find those people so more of it gets a second life and isn't just left on the street or dumped somewhere. So please contact me if you have any questions.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions for Councilmember Meehan? Okay, moving on, parking, Councilmember Murray.
Thank you, Mayor. As Administrator Henry mentioned, there was an original RFP sent out without any responses, but we have the new one due this week, and we already had 3 promising vendors expected to respond. We had a year-to-year comparison of parking enforcement numbers provided by the police department. For the most part, the number of tickets issued were up by about 46% compared month to month. 1 month, they were up 89%. We've added a second officer, so that kind of helps with that increase. And lastly, as Councilmember Meehan noted, we are requested a safety sticks demonstration, which would be installed at crucial corners and where the yellow stripes are. It basically takes a picture of the car. After a certain amount of time, takes another picture, and then it relays that information to the police department, and they can issue a violation, or, we'll figure out the details on that. That's the end of my report.
Thank you. Any comments or questions? Councilmember Murray?
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
If I may, because there was only one meeting this month of both the Board of Education and the Town Council, if I could just give a brief update on the Board of Ed, please.
Please do.
Thank you. So Board of Ed met last Monday, and 3 items of note would be that the roofing project on the auditorium is essentially complete, except for the flashing, which they had to be ordered after the work was the other project was complete. So that should be done within the next several weeks. That was thing 1. Thing 2 is that I don't know if it's consecutively, but I know it's not the first year that the Boonton High School sports teams athletic department was awarded the NJSIAA Sportsmanship Award. I believe that is given at a dinner. I don't know when that dinner is. And thirdly, there was a request which Mr. Henry has been working with me on to post Board of Education information in our townwide newsletter. And what he has suggested is that we post a link to our monthly posts. And I am going to be submitting a request to Mr. Valle to do the same thing, so that we have cross communication between the Board of Ed and the town, so that if someone is signed up for one and not the other, that they might have access to that information in an easy way. And that's it.
Thank you. Any comments,
Thank
questions for Councilmember DiPinizzi? No. Seeing none, we'll move on to correspondence. Again, we had a letter received from Jim Leonard, from Parade Committee for Boonton Fire Department. Dear Mayor and Town Council, my name is Jim Leonard, and I'm the Labor Day Parade Chairman. As in the past, Parade Committee is requesting use of the Senior Citizen Band on Saturday, August 30th, 2025, from 8 to 5 p.m. to shuttle the judges during the parade. Pretty standard. Get a motion to open this up for discussion.
Passive.
Second, Steve Easy.
As a point of information, I think the motion should be to open this up for discussion, which I
Sure.
will make that motion.
That's what he said.
Okay, you're right.
All right. Is there a second?
That's what I seconded. I thought that's what.
Okay,
I
that's fine.
moved.
Anybody else care to discuss anything? It's pretty standard, and we got a great fire department. We really need to comment.
Yeah.
Now we'd like to make size.
I'll make a motion to approve it. Oh, sorry, Zach. No, you do it.
Yeah, make a motion.
There you go. Weissman
Second
second.
that. I'll second that one as
Okay.
well.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. I received piece of correspondence from our rec director, Tracy Pryor, regarding the trick or treat trail for 2025. Dear Mayor Lynch and Town Council, Boonton Parks and Recreation, in conjunction with the Boonton PBA and Boonton Fire Department, is planning to hold our current annual trick or treat trail celebration on Saturday, October 18th, between the hours of 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. in Graceford Park. I am requesting permission to close Graceford Park at 1 p.m. so we can safely set up for the event. In addition to the use of the Graceford Park, we're also requesting permission to close West Main Street between Highland Avenue and Essex Avenue from 5 to 8. So we may have a spooky train ride. I have requested permission with the Morris County Board of Commissioners to do so. In the event of inclement weather, we will hold the event on Sunday, August 19th. Thank you for your support, and I hope you'll join us for this wonderful event. Regards, Tracy Pryor, Director. Can I get a motion to open this up for discussion?
So move, Murray.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody have comments or concerns?
I think that spooky train ride sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I'm just going to ask for a little explanation of what the spooky train ride entails. Madam Director, it's a surprise.
No.
Okay.
Awesome.
It's okay, spooky. All right, can we get a motion to approve this?
So move, Wakilski. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Moving on to the consent agenda, resolutions 25-196 through 25-201. Consent agenda. Can I get a motion to open this up for discussion and comments?
Second, Murray.
All in favor? Anybody have particular items, resolutions they care to question or comment on?
Well, I did have one comment or perhaps a question about 25-201, which is the contract for Millennium Strategies. And I read in their letter that, you know, certain items are subject to this fee and that if there were any grants generated out of it, that then it would be subject to a different fee. But I wanted to get an idea of what type of grants they would be contracted to pursue.
I'll let our administrator expand on this, but I believe they're just, you know, beating the bushes to see what they can find that may be helpful to us.
And that's correct, Mayor. So for the $5,000,
Mhm.
they are on the lookout for any grant opportunity that any of our department heads may be interested in. Once this resolution's approved tonight, we'll be meeting with Millennium and our department heads. They'll what's the word I'm looking for? They'll call out certain things they'd be looking for. Millennium will go back and keep an eye on things. We have a grant writer, so there's no need to engage them at this point with paying any more money to write specific grants. It's really just identifying opportunities.
Well, thank you for clarifying that last point about the grant writer, but also I just want to just raise my gratitude to former council member Adina Renfro Michelle, who took on a lot of this work when she was on our council. And I can see now how much money she, A, saved the town and B, brought in. So I just wanted to put out a word on her, but thanks. I have no other questions.
Anyone else? We have a roll call, please. All
I'd like
right.
to make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second, Murray.
Spent like 9 hours in the car today, so.
Okay. Mr. Balin,
Yes.
Ms. Divanazia,
Yes.
Mr. Hetrick,
Yes.
Mr. Meehan,
Yes.
Mr. Murray,
Yes.
Mr. Neely,
Yes.
Mr. Weissman,
Yes.
Mr. Wakilsky,
Yeah.
Mayor Lynch.
Yes. Unfinished business, ordinance 13-25, public hearing proposed adoption, and ordinance amending Part 2, General Legislation, Chapter 201-33, handicap parking spaces within the town, the code of the town of Boonton. I just want to make a comment on this. The purpose of this amendment currently is to add 2 additional handicap spaces. It's been pointed out to us that there's some inaccuracies as far as identifying locations, perhaps the A&P rather than Acme. And I believe that the police department will be working to clean that up for us. But at this point in time, the purpose is to add 2 spots. So I would,
I'll make a motion to open that for public hearing.
thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Any members of the public wishing to discuss this particular ordinance, please come forward. And the mic's yours to discuss this particular ordinance. Can you please introduce yourself and wait for our IT guy, our AV guy.
Good afternoon. I'm basically representing my sister who lives on 423 Lathrop Avenue. So John Hill is next to her property.
Can you speak louder? I can't hear you in the back. And perhaps closer to the microphone.
So John Hill is next to her property. So there's a fence there that has been plowed down every time it's snowing. So it's basically now.
All right, the purpose of this discussion is to discuss this ordinance. Or you want to discuss this ordinance, another issue in town?
Oh, no other issues. In town.
Okay, well, you will have your time, but that's not the,
It's not- oh, I'm
that's
sorry.
fine, that's fine,
Hearing problem, so.
that's fine. We will absolutely,
We'll see you later.
we have, there will be an opportunity, and I'll make sure that if you don't catch it, I will send you up. Not seeing any members of the public, I would close the public hearing section, make a call for motion to open this up to town council discussion.
Second, Murray.
Any members of the council care to discuss this particular ordinance?
Well, I was one of the people who advocated for tabling it at the time that we tabled it, but if the locations have been clarified, but then the naming of them is still in question, then I would think that, you know, as long as we could amend that later to, you know, call things what they currently are rather than what they were, then, you know, let's get the dead names off of the list. But other than that, I have no other comments or questions.
Okay, well, as a member of the police committee, perhaps we can get a little prodding from you during the meeting. Okay?
I will bring it up.
Seeing no other comments, can I get a motion to move this forward?
So move, Wilkowski.
Second, Stevenizio.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Balin,
Yes.
Ms. Evanazia,
Yes.
Mr. Hetrick,
Yes.
Mr. Meehan,
Yes.
Mr. Murray,
Yes.
Mr. Neely,
Yes.
Mr. Weitzman,
Yes.
Mr. Wakilsky,
Yes.
Mayor Lynch.
Yes. Ordinance 14-25, public hearing, proposed adoption, an ordinance updating within the town code of the town of Boonton, chapter 27, article 4, fire department, paragraph D2, as to candidates for election to the office of battalion chief. An ordinance updating within the town code of the town of Boonton, chapter 27, article 4, fire code, fire department, paragraph D2, as to candidates for election to the office.
It's just a duplicate.
Is there an echo in here?
Yep.
All right. Can we get a motion to open this up to the public?
So move, Wilkowski.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any members of the public like to discuss this ordinance and only this ordinance? Please step forward to the microphone and introduce yourself. Okay. Seeing none, I would close the public comment section and call for motion to open this up to town council discussion.
So move, Murray.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody have comments or questions regarding this ordinance? Specifically requested by the fire department. Then call for a motion to move the ordinance 14-25 forward.
So moved, Weissman.
Second, Wilkowski.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Balin,
Yes.
Ms. Evanazia,
Yes.
Mr. Hetrick,
Yes.
Mr. Meehan,
Yes.
Mr. Murray,
Yes.
Mr. Neely,
Yes.
Mr. Wakilsky, Mr. What? Yes, Mr. Weitzman, I'm sorry.
That's right, yes.
Mayor Lynch.
Yes.
See, Jim, it's not just you. It's something in the air. So
Next
the-
up,
yeah.
we have town council member comments. Anybody wants to raise any issue they care to? Floor is yours.
I just have one, Mayor, just quickly, which is, because I learned something over the weekend, and I'm going to share it to other people maybe, which is to also thank our Boonton Police Department. So at about midnight, we discovered a bat in our house, which was a first time thing for me personally. After nearly getting scammed, the story that I won't tell up here, but realized that we could call, we have animal control, which deal with wild animals inside your home too. And our Boonton Police Department was after hours, reached out, animal control came within 45 minutes from fairly far away, came, took care of it in a matter of under 10 or 15 minutes. Incredibly professional, and just really appreciate the Boonton Police Department, the folks who were on Saturday night, and certainly our animal control officer, which was a good. I said I was wondering if the bat was sent as a way to test the new relationship, but if so, they in my really did pass the test. So I want to say thank you to them, and it is bat season, as now I've also learned.
Thank you. We've been discussing that in finance, so that's nice to have firsthand information.
Oh, and continuing with the wildlife report, of course, bears are wandering the town. And so just, be bear aware and just give them their space and they'll give you yours, and just don't interfere. And,
I saw them down Opera.
yeah, they're everywhere. I saw, the only place you're not going to see a bear is on Lathrop Avenue, I hope. So at least my end.
Thank you. Anyone else? Council member?
I just wanted to thank everyone for the vote of support this evening, and I'm looking forward to working with the other members of the council and working for the folks of the town of Boonton. I appreciate the vote of support, and I look forward to being up here.
Oh, welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Seeing no others, I will open this meeting up to the public. Any
Now.
topic in it, but they had trouble hearing you, so please get close and speak loudly.
My name is Jasodra Deodat. I am representing my sister who lives on 423 Lathrop Avenue. So every time we have a snow season, they'll be plowing the snow on the fence that's by 423 and John Hill. And now it's basically leaning. And also there is a problem where we have, I guess, parents, teachers, whoever, they come into park and they basically like push the fence down. Now, the fence is now really in really bad shape. And the first rows of the fence has fallen off. I'm afraid that schools are going to be reopening soon and kids could be hurt because the parts of the fence is underground. So I want to know what's going to happen. I mean, like, it really does look like an eyesore now.
We don't normally do, have a conversation back and forth. You make a public comment, but our council member, Dee Venezia, is the liaison to the Board of Ed. And it sounds like it's probably a Board of Ed fence.
Mr. Mayor, I was going to say the exact same thing. I would say that it sounds as if, if Fred could confirm that it sounds as if that this is, since this is on school property, it's a school parking lot, not a town parking lot. That is something that would need to be addressed by the Board of Education. And, perhaps if there's no parking bumpers there, maybe they could put those in or whatever they could do to protect that fence. But it is not, I think, an issue for the town to address.
Oh, well, I'm glad
Yeah.
you're telling me that because I don't
Mhm.
know where to start. I mean,
Well, as our liaison, can you communicate
So
this?
I will communicate it, but I will also let you know that, members of the public are always permitted to speak at Board of Ed meetings. And the next Board of Education meeting, I don't have it immediately at my fingertips. They usually meet the first and third Monday of every month, but if Monday is a holiday, which it might be Labor Day, I believe that there may not be a meeting then. So I can confirm that, and, if we want to get together later after the meeting, I'll get your contact information and I will let you know. Or those meeting dates are all published on the Board of Education website.
great, thank you.
Okay.
I stopped following Board of Ed because my kids are all grown now.
But
so-
I think I remember you. I think Jack, you're Camille's mom?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Neil. Jen.
Greetings and salutations, Carol Morikoff. I live around the corner in that nice yellow house on Madison Street. I came tonight because this is, as far as I can tell, it's the only meeting that's right before the firefighters carnival, which is fabulous. It's one of my favorite parts about being a Boontonite. When I first moved in 20 years ago, my daughter thought she died and gone to heaven because she was in middle school and she got to go to this carnival. And then just last year, I took my granddaughter for the first time and she won, I'm using the term loosely, a yellow duck. I honestly think the fellow who was running the thing kind of gave it to her, but that being as it may, it is a wonderful, wonderful event. I personally have marched in the parade that comes down Main Street, down being the operative word, because it is downhill, yay. And I remember coming downhill. I last marched in 2023. And we come to Myrtle Avenue and we cross Myrtle. And there's the reviewing stand up here where y'all stand when you're there. And we get to wave to everybody who's on the reviewing stand. And then we take another 10 steps and are greeted by the disaster that is this wannabe gas station thing at Monroe and Washington. To me, this is a time for Boonton to shine, for us to put our best foot forward. People come from counties and states around to have their fire trucks come down. And this is what they walk by and see. I know for a fact that Boonton can be downright creative when it wants to get somebody's attention. I had to go to court once when someone decided that it was bad that the Elks had ivy on the wall. So what I want to encourage you tonight is that seeing as how we do have this coming up, there simply must be a way to encourage, compel something, the folks who own that lot to either fish or cut bait, because what's happening now is just not right. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you for your comments. Anyone else? Oh, here comes Pam.
Good evening. I'm Pam Botka, 410 Lincoln Street. I'm continuing kind of what she's saying about properties. I'd like to know what's going on with the property behind King's. They leveled it. Animals had to move out. It looks like a dust bowl sometimes, a swamp sometimes. I know part of it's in Boonton, part is Boonton Township. It looks just god awful. I don't know what they did. They took down every single tree that was there in bush, and that was the end of that. So
Okay, at the end of public comments, I will try to
Okay.
answer that.
the second one is what's going on with the property by the recycling center. That was another area that was bought. What's going on? And do they pay taxes on these properties that are like vacant lots, really. So that's my
Okay.
thing.
I'll just that one at the end.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Did anyone close the public comment section and try to answer some of the concerns about these in process, loosely described projects? Our code enforcement has been very diligent with the Washington Street project, trying to get them to clean it up. It does look better now, but unfortunately, there's not much we can do to enforce continued progress on that. He has been very diligent and I think has assessed probably a couple $1,000s of fines because it's been unsafe with the fence and debris around it. So he's tried to use it as a lever to get them to move along. And you can see there hasn't been a whole lot of progress going on with that. As far as behind Kings, you're correct that that project is in 2 towns. I believe it has changed hands. Again, once the application is approved, we don't really have any leverage to compel completion by a certain date. We did discuss this on multiple occasions with the planning board, and the attorney didn't think there was anything we could do. They did come to us, they're trying to transfer the property to somebody else, and they asked the town for an extension of the development agreement, which we did, which should allow them to transfer it. They do, at this point, need to get Boonton Township to sign off on that as well, and I don't believe Boonton Township has done so as of yet. The project down by the DPW Center, Riverwalk, they have an approved application for 160 units. I think they're trying to hold up progress on that in the attempt to leverage a better tax deal from us. And we really haven't had an appetite for that now. So they're approved. I think they may be one of our objectors in our affordable housing plan, but they're not included in our plan, so they really don't have much leverage there. But they're trying, I think, squeeze us to be more profitable. So that's what I had to say about those 3 properties.
Mayor, if I could
Sure.
just add, there was a question about them paying taxes.
Oh.
On both projects behind Kings and this Riverwalk project, we worked with the administration and the assessor, and we filed appeals to increase their value because they had approvals. And in both cases, their assessments were raised, including across from the recycling center for 2025. We did that.
A approved project that makes the land more valuable than a make a piece of land. So they stepped up and we're getting more taxes than just vacant land. So that's it. I'll call for a motion to adjourn.
Second, Murray.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.